kick to me. My check don't discriminate. Still take deposits if you talking Vietnamese. I just be having my way. Only come out with a.
It's week 15.
Here now to get us started is Logan Cook. And off we go from Jacksonville. Fielded just outside the goal line. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. He's at the 40, 20. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Cowboys. Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, I don't know, they just seem to get more impressive.
They certainly do, and let's face it, it's no surprise they're the best in the NFL in scoring. This team designs things well and executes even better. And here, it only takes a few snaps before they're in the end zone. That's how they demoralize teams. That's how they put them on notice.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. From the 6. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Jacksonville's offense trots out here for the first time, and all eyes go right to number 16. Now in his second season as the team's face of the franchise, Trevor Lawrence.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
One touchdown, one pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, and that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or two free.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. And despite injuries like these, Charles, with these guys missing, they've been able to keep that pursuit of perfection alive so far.
That just shows the depth that they have on the roster and the guys who are serious about being ready when their number is called. Someone goes down, someone jumps in, and they don't skip a beat. I think this team has a bunch of those guys, and some of them will be called on again this week.
On third down, Lawrence. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. On fourth down, on is Logan Cook to punt. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Taking on the midfield logo. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Dak Prescott and Dallas taking the field for their first possession. Dak now in his 7th season in charge of the Cowboys. 2-time Pro Bowler. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Here's Prescott. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they go to work on a 1st and goal. Elliott will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. So they brought the extra bulk in down on the 1-yard line, and they're able to push this one across.
Yeah, I can just see your face right now because I know we're mind melding on this one. Coach Madden would love this. Power football, hat on a hat, chest to chest, driving forward, touchdown.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From the 10. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. final 4 weeks of the NFL season are upon us, and we got some intriguing matchups in prime time tonight. Patriots and Raiders, that's in Vegas. Josh McDaniels taking on his former employer there. And then Monday Night Football, the Rams and Packers from what should be a frosty Lambeau Field at 8:15 Eastern Time, 7:15 locally there in Green Bay. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. A play fake for Robinson. Now Lawrence. The pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down. Now Lawrence. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. Here's Logan Cook now to punt this one away. Returnable here from the 38. Oh, spinning away. A good head-down running on the return gets about 15 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And it's now 21-0. They certainly made quick work of that, ultra quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see, just one play resulting in the touchdown. Pulls it in at the 13. And he returns this to the 22. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Now they got to get to the line quickly. The throw over the middle taken in. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Well, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Following the interception, here's Prescott. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. This offense, Charles, we've talked about how well they played all season, sitting now at 13-0 and the finish line for a perfect regular season. That's in sight. Some in the media this week were pointing back to the 07 Patriots. Of course, remember, they finished the regular season unbeaten, but they were tested multiple times. He's got a man, complete. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
Well, you don't have to be a genius to watch this game and figure out they've had plenty of success moving the football here in the first half. We've seen exhibits A, B, C, and right on down the line, haven't we?
Yeah, we just saw exhibit Z right there. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That sure looked like a nice call by the defense, and they're very cohesive in their coverage. As soon as he cut inside, they broke on the football and met him as the ball got there and forced the incompletion.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Final play of the half, Prescott. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Dak Prescott as time expires in the first half. And the Cowboys will extend their lead on the final play of the half. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that will take us to the end of the first half of play. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach at our EA Sports. Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the third quarter. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Jaguars with work to do. They trail here as we are back underway on EA Sports. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Out come the Jaguars now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. We'll see, Charles, if they had a chance to hit the reset button at halftime. They have not scored. They're facing this big deficit. And if they're going to come back, it's going to have to start right now.
Yeah, and for them, it's not dwelling in the negative because, yes, they were totally ineffective in the first half. But we've seen many games that have flipped around in the second half. It all starts with this drive right here. They get something good going, put some points on the board, they begin to have hope.
From the gun on third down, Lawrence. Caught on the right side by Jones. Yeah, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Here's Logan Cook now as he's on to punt for Jacksonville. It'll be a net of 39, 41-yard punt, 2 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Working with 2nd and 5 now. Here's Prescott rolling to his left. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And they take 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. Down to about the 45. Well, this defense, they've got the 4-score advantage, and you can see why they continue to bottle up the run game. Really, they've just been sharp in all facets here in this one, CD.
Yeah, they've kept that offense in check the entire game, and I think it's been led by what you just talked about, that defensive front, which has not allowed them to run the football and establish control of the line of scrimmage.
Lawrence hit and the ball is free. And fortunately, he's able to reel it back in, but it's going to go down as a big loss here on the play. Before they can get the punt away, whistles as we've come to the end of the third quarter of action. Back now in Jacksonville. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Here we go. Gotta have it. Lawrence. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. Inside give to Elliott. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. Again, it's Elliott. 51 yards rushing for him now to this point. Another good carry there for the NFL's second leading rusher. And we've talked on air, off air about his MVP candidacy. Make a case for him.
But I'm just going to tell you point blank. It doesn't matter whether he's 1st or 2nd or even 3rd in the league in rushing yardage. That's not the main deal. It's how he gets those yards and the impact he has on his ball club.
That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal. Now Elliott. Only a yard on the pickup there, 2nd and goal. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. That time a 6-play drive, and it culminates in a touchdown run by Ezekiel Elliott. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. From the 10. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. And he fires one that's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Up the middle, here's Elliott. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. The give is to Elliott. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for Dallas, they move ever closer to the perfect regular season as they run things to 14-0. And they'll return home next week to take on the Philadelphia Eagles. Meanwhile, for the Jets.